Alright, so Portland's on the clock here at 16. However, Portland's going to be making the pick here for the Pistons here. So Pistons are pretty much back on the clock now with the proposed trade involving the Rockets and the Trailblazers. So going to be interesting seeing who we can get here. The question is, will the Pistons double down on point guards? Or will Pistons ask for the best player available? You know, there's still some good prospects still on the board here for the Pistons. So going to be interesting to see what's going to happen here. I would say either double down on point guards or take the best player available. Because there's a lot here. And of course, all this was from the Robert Covington trade with the Houston sending Covington to the Trailblazers. And then Houston flipped the Zara and the first round pick for this pick to the Pistons for a future first. So a 3-team trade. Of course, there's still a lot of good players on the board. I know it's kind of sad that Cole Anthony didn't fall to the Pistons, sat there at 16 and went to the Magic at 15. That would have really helped with the double down guard strategy. And this is all if the trade goes through once some trades are allowed. So who will join Killian Hayes here tonight after Hayes was taken? So yeah, there's still a lot available. You know, there's Precious Achiuwa, there's Tyrese Maxey. We also got R.J. Hampton and Sadiq Bey. We also got Jaden McDaniels and Isaiah Stewart still on the board. So a lot of good players still on the board here. So who will the Pistons end up getting at 16? Who will Portland pick for the Pistons? You know. And of course, Portland's needs are scoring off the bench in the stretch 4. Of course, the Pistons, well, they needed a point guard entering here, and they also needed player. You know, they also need like Griffin and Luke Kennard and the company to all stay healthy. But anyway, the pick is now in. So the question is, who is going to come to the Pistons in this proposed trade? Ooh. And I believe this might be the Pistons' last pick of the night. I'm not sure. I don't know if they do have a second-round pick or not, so correct me if I'm wrong. I'll keep watching just to make sure if the Pistons don't have a second-round pick. I don't think they have a second-round pick. I think they traded it I think they traded it away. Well, they traded away the one they got from the Lakers from the Reggie Bullock trade from last year to get Sivi Mikayuk. They traded that pick out to the Rockets for $4.6 million in cap. So the quote Mr. Irrelevant pick now belongs to the Rockets.
But Cole Anthony is going to be an outstanding NBA player.
So
Magic take him with the 15th overall pick, and the Portland Trailblazers not only on the clock, the pick is in. Let's see what Portland decides to do.
So who's Portland? So who are we going to get from the Trailblazers in the proposed trade?
With the 16th pick in the 2020 NBA Draft, the Portland Trailblazers select Isaiah Stewart from the University of Washington.
So it's Isaiah Stewart out of Washington. So we get a center here. A center. So now this answers the question here. Now what happens with Christian Wood after his breakout year? Since Christian Wood is looking for a big contract. So does this mean Christian Wood is gone? Or will Christian Wood sign an extension? So I mean with this though, it does raise that question with Christian Wood if he's going to be re-signed or not. If not, then Isaiah Stewart will be the replacement for Christian Wood. And of course, you know, a lot of physicality and high motor with him.
The second first-round pick by new GM Troy Weaver.
So Troy Weaver being aggressive in this draft. He's really thinking ahead here. In case you know, there's no deal between the Pistons and Christian Wood. So yeah, it's always best to have a plan B in case plan A goes. I know plan A right now is to re-sign Christian Wood, but it's always best to have a plan B option in place and ready to go in case plan A goes down the shitter. But you know,
MVP caliber players there. Detroit brought him in to start replenishing their.
So yeah, I think it's a really solid pick here.
They go with Isaiah Stewart and Killian Hayes earlier.
So Killian Hayes and Isaiah Stewart. Some solid first-round picks here. Out of Washington. A big man. So it's going to be a couple days here, but yeah, Isaiah Stewart is expected to become a new Piston in the future. All right. Like it. Always kind of, get a big center in there in case, Christian Wood decides to go somewhere else to get a big contract, since he wants big money.
I mentioned that Isaiah's dad doesn't like to fly, but when he drove out to UW to visit Isaiah and his teammates, he left a lasting impact on their stomachs.
So yeah, nice. So yeah, I think the Pistons have a second-round pick. I'll come back later on. Peace.